Hello everyone, welcome to Chirag PostgreSQL 18 DBA tutorial. This is the day 21 PostgreSQL 18 DBA 0 to hero in 30 days course. So day 21 we are going to learn about the PostgreSQL 18 query tracking using pg underscore state underscore statement. So we'll go through the step-by-step process. So first question is that what is a PG state statement? So PG state statement is a PostgreSQL extension that track and record execute the statics of the SQL queries. It's helped DBA identify the slow, frequently executed, and resource-intensive queries. So key benefits of this: find slow running queries quickly, identify high CPU consuming SQL statement, detect frequently executed query, improve application performance through the query tuning, monitor query execution time trends, and reduce the database resource consumption. So common use cases is there: performance tuning and optimization, troubleshooting database slowness, slowdowns, and capacity planning, detecting inefficient ORM-generated queries, identifying missing indexes, monitoring production workload, information collected, number of executions call, total execution time, average execution time, row return, shared buffer hits and read, and temporary file usage, planning time. That is a if you are using PostgreSQL 13 plus, then you will get this one. So finally, we'll go through the step-by-step guide to Postgres 18 plus installation configuration plus PG state statement on Ubuntu 24.04 LTS. In my case, my server is running with the VMware workstation. This is my server, and server is the 128. And now I am going to access my server. CMD SSH, and my username is Chirag at that is 192.168.136. Okay, 50.128. This is my IP address. So while installing, I have given the username, password, and IP address for the server. So we have accessed the server. Now, first we will update and upgrade the system packages. Next, install the Postgres 18 official repository. So install the prerequisites. So let it update. So install the prerequisites. Done. Now add the PostgreSQL repo key. So enter to continue. Next, install the Postgres 18 plus contribution libraries. So without contribution, it won't work. So Postgres, here I'll write 18, then contrib like this. Okay, so I'll change this one. Postgres contribution contrib 18. Okay, I'll change this. So Postgres. So here we are installing the PostgreSQL 18 PostgreSQL contribution libraries. So verify the services. So completed. Let me verify. So active and running. Now Now I'll edit the PostgreSQL configuration. So path is sudo nano slash etc PostgreSQL 18 main, and there is a Postgres configuration file. So click on this, find set preload libraries. So set preload libraries, here we'll add this library pg state statements, and go to the end. We'll add some more lines related to this, just like pg state statement dot max and statement track all, and save is equal to on. Control X, Y, and save. Now we'll restart the PostgreSQL for apply all the changes, whatever the changes you have done. Done. Now create the database and user. We'll go through the Postgres PSQL. Now we'll create the admin user and log in with the admin at the rate 123, and create the test database owner we are giving to the admin. Slash q, exit from this. Now directly I'll access the enable the extension inside the DB. So we have created the test DB, inside that we'll go. So directly we have accessed the database, test database. Now we are creating the extension pg state statement. So extension is created. Now verify. So there is a pg state statement is there. Next, so we'll go through the example queries. Generate query history. So edit the HBA file. Exit from this and go to the end. And there is a option is there, local all peer to change to SCRM SHA 256. So local all peer, this one, go to the end, change this to this method SCRM SHA 256. Next we'll restart the PostgreSQL to apply the changes. So this is done. Now I'm again going to access the database, test database. So this one, I'll create the table. So create table command is simple. ID is the primary key and serial. Name is the text. Department is equal to text. Salary is equal to int. So run this query. You can find DT. So there is an employee table is there. So select extract from employee. So we don't have any data. Now I'm going to add some data. So done. Now I am going to run some query just like a select and with the condition, with the salary, and with the name. So there is a multiple conditions we have run. We have create this one, select, update, and delete, and we already created the create. So cut operation we have done. Now slash q. So view all the capture query pg underscore state underscore statement report. Log into the database again, and here we'll just top queries, top 10 queries we'll select here. So these are the top 10 queries. So select extract from this one, grant, and view, drop, this alter, and select extract from user. Then you go down, you will get all the queries run inside. So we have run this one. Now queue for the exit, and top slow queries. If any slow queries, then it will give you the limit is 10. So 10 slow queries it will give you. So this took time. So select st from pg state. This is true. How much time execution time this took? So this is the other detail. So these are the queries. So create, this took 5, and go to the and down. All the details are there. Next, slowest average queries. So this is the code. So here mean execution time is 81, and there is a create table. This took 5, and all the queries you can find there. So up to 10, we are giving that a limit 10. So 10 queries you can find. Now reset the query state optional. So if you want to reset the query statement, then you can run this command. So it will reset all the query statement. So this is query statement is reset. So all the step-by-step process are done. So in this video, we have learned in day 21 PostgreSQL 18 query tracking using the PG state statements. So step by step, we have completed all the this one, all the code. And disclaimer is that this video is created for the educational and informational purpose only under the fair use section 107 Copyright Act 1976. All trademarks and logos belong to their respective owners. For any copyright concern, you can send me mail on this email address. You can follow me on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, WhatsApp channel, and Telegram channel is there. Follow the process exactly shown in the video. Do you have any question? Then drop them into the comment box. And like, share, and comment and subscribe to my channel. So hope this will help. Thank you for watching.